We are here to take you every step of the way through your initial getting acquainted moments with the Total Gym. You will find out, like I have, that this is the greatest way to physical fitness.
We're here to show you how to use it, store it, and enjoy every workout with your new Total Gym. I've been around Total Gym for the last 5 years, and I have to say, the more I train with the Total Gym, the more I love it. It's just such a great piece of equipment.
It works on incline resistance training, and women need this. If they're interested in reducing their body fat, getting shapelier muscles in through the arms and in through the legs, really tightening up and firming their body, there's the most incredible exercises that you can do on the Total Gym.
It's a complete system. When you're training on the Total Gym, you're able to get some cardiovascular benefit, some strength training benefit, some flexibility benefit, so it brings it all together.
What's great about the Total Gym is a beginner, intermediate, and advanced, we're all doing the same exercises, but as you advance, you raise the height of the bench. So there's over 80 different exercises, but remember, there's 80 different exercises at those 6 different levels.
Mostly when I see men coming to me initially, it's for aesthetic reasons. You know, they want to really focus on the gut, on their belly, on their abdomen, on their arms, on their chest. So the great thing about me as a trainer working with the Total Gym is I can focus on those areas and I can help them deal with those issues. But at the same time, while we're working the biceps, we're sitting up great and tall, and guess what? For them, they're getting their biceps, and that makes them feel good. But for me as a trainer, I'm seeing them really stabilize with these muscles. I like to call this your armor. And if that armor's strong, you're gonna be strong for everything you do in your life, whether it's golfing, picking something up and moving it from front to back, all those kinds of motions. Start here and finish here.
I work with a lot of women that love their cardio, may do a lot of running, and wonder why their triceps, their arms aren't firm. You need to do an actual arm exercise, and that's what the Total Gym does. It gives you exercises for each part of your body. If you give us a little bit of your time and get to know the Total Gym, we promise the Total Gym will give you a lifetime of benefits.
It's critical for your health and well-being that you move and that you're active. And the Total Gym is such an easy way to do it. Don't think that you need to use a lot of time. You don't need a lot of time. Short workouts will give you the health benefits that you're after. So just give yourself, even if you start with 5 minutes, it's going to make a huge difference in your life.
Regardless of your reason for selecting the Total Gym, we want you to try your Total Gym right now so you can discover for yourself how much better a Total Gym workout can make you feel.
We want you to experience it so you too can be hooked on a lifetime of health, exercise, and well-being.
Look to us as your Total Gym personal trainers.
So let's get started.
Awesome! The Total Gym is so simple to put together because it comes 100% assembled. What I've done is I've taken the lid off and I've taken the tape off to lie my box flat. The next step is to remove the cardboard end from this side, and under the letter T, I want you to pull out your squat stand. Take off the foam ends and then walk to the other end, and I want you to remove the box from this end. You're going to insert your squat stand right away, and it just slides right into place. Walk to the top of the Total Gym, bend your knees, and I want you to lift the whole unit using your knees. As you pull up your Total Gym, you'll notice that your Total Gym stands up on its own. We need to open it up slightly because there's a few more accessories on the inside. So just slide it open and pull out your accessories. Here's one, here's another. And again, just lay them aside and we'll be using them for later. You're now ready to unfold your Total Gym and add your other accessories. Opening up your Total Gym is simple. It's like opening up an ironing board. Keep your hands away from the top, one hand along your glide board, the other hand along the silver rails, and just start to slide it open. There you go. It basically does it on its own. Then you're going to lift up your support column. So just pull it up, and you're going to hear a slight clicking sound with the red spring pin, and that just locks into place. Now I need to step on the bottom base bar and grab the height adjustment handle and start to pull up the bench. Now you'll notice you can bring it up to level 3, 4, 5, or 6, try level 4 or 5 and just let the height adjustment handle snap right into place. It should be secure. Make sure every time you work out that you put in your safety hitch pin so it goes right into place, making sure it stays safe and secure. You'll notice that your cables are already attached for you. The cables should only be attached when you're using the cables. So when you're not using the cables, slide the bench up and unhook your cables. We're going to grab the wing bar attachment next, and the same rule applies for the wing bar. When the wing bar is attached, the cables are not attached. So let's grab the wing bar, plus your pins, and you'll notice at the top of the unit here, there's holes for the pins to slide right into, one side and then the other side. You'll also notice that the wing bar attachment can go at the bottom of the Total Gym. So release the pins, come down to the bottom of the unit. To attach your wing bar, you're going to have to remove your squat stand. I like to sit on the bench and push it away, and then the same thing goes down here. Look for the holes, place your pins in, and you're ready to go. The last thing you need to do is attach your training deck right on top of your column. Your Total Gym may have come with other accessories, and we're going to show you how to use those later on. But right now, you have all the accessories needed for a great workout.
Now let's talk about some inspection tips and some basic maintenance for your Total Gym. We're going to start at the top here with the elevation tower. First thing you want to make sure is that when you're using your Total Gym or prior to using it, make sure your safety hitch pin is in place, which secures your tower right here. Just check your attachment of your pulleys into your eye bolt here at the top of the rail. And really important is to check your cables, because the cables are really one of the most used parts on the Total Gym. You want to check for any cracks or fraying or any kinks that may have happened when not in use. Another factor is the smoothness of the rolling surface is really determined by how clean you keep your rails. You'll notice sometimes that there's dust that will build up and little dirt blotches on the top of your rails. Just get a cloth and just kind of wipe and polish the top surface of your rolling surface here. And then once in a while, maybe once a month or once every couple months, take your board off and just inspect your rollers and keep your rollers really clean. Because that's one of the major functionings of the Total Gym, is that smooth rolling platform. Now, also, when you first start your Total Gym workout and you're going to use your squat stand, just make sure when you do place it in that you're in the receptacles and it's all the way down. And it slides in very easily. Now, let's show you how to fold the unit up. Very simple, just some very simple steps. You're going to start up here at the column, and the first thing you're going to want to do is disengage your safety hitch pin. Now, you've noticed we've taken the training deck holder off because we'll need to have that out of the way. And then you're going to want to grasp the rail so that they don't fall to the ground. You're going to lift your lever on the back of the column and lowering the rails all the way to the bottom, and then snap that latch back down again. Now we have the spring-loaded safety pin here, and you'll notice it has a red plastic cap to it. So you just pull that and disengage, and of course that allows your column now to be folded down. Now you'll notice if we had the training deck holder on here, it would run into the board, so that's why we've taken it off. And you'll also notice that when you push it, it will click into place on the plyo support bar. So now you're ready, you're totally flat, you're ready to now lift it up into a folded position. What you want to be aware of is that you're going to lift this up, and it's going to be kind of like an ironing board. It's going to come together, so you're going to want to keep one of your hands on the outside of the board and one of your other hands right here to lift the rails, lift with your legs, and you'll notice that it will fold and roll right into position. Both your hands are free now. You just bring it together, and with the squat stand attached, it will make for a nice platform for the unit to be totally secured in an upright position. Now, before we roll it away, let's just take the handles here, and we'll just put them out of the way so they're not in the rolling surface. You're just going to tilt back, grab your Total Gym, and you're going to wheel it either up against the wall, or if you're going to put it under a piece of furniture or under a bed, you just take your squat stand off, and then of course it lies totally flat and you can slide it right underneath a piece of furniture. So as you can see, it's very simple, very low maintenance on the Total Gym, very easy to fold and get it out of the way. And of course, the effectiveness in your workout is exceptional.
All right, now that you've got your Total Gym all set up, it's time to learn our starter exercises in our starter program. We're going to just take you through each one of them individually and make sure you're comfortable with every exercise.
Right, and for the starter program, you'll need your squat stand attached and the wing bar attached. The squat, you got to be able to do the squat to get some great results. It's awesome for the buttocks and the thighs. Now to get into the squat position, you'll notice that Rob sits at the end of the bench, and then he's going to place his feet on the squat stand with his toes hanging over the edge, because you're going to want to press through with your heels. Relax back, slowly bring your body down to a comfortable position for you, and then press back up. It's that easy on the Total Gym.
Absolutely, such a great exercise. Gets every part of the lower body, getting those hamstrings, glutes, and quadriceps. Wonderful exercise.
It really is, and that's how simple it is to do. Now to challenge yourself, lift one leg. To go for a single leg squat. So you lift one leg and you can either raise it above the squat stand, or you can bend it and place it on the bench underneath you. But you'll definitely feel much more of a challenge when you're working one leg at a time.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and go on to the next exercise.
Great. One of my favorites, work in the back with the lat pull-up.
So you can see that Rosalie moved the glide board up, lowered her body so that her chest is right at the top of the glide board, and she's ready to work that back. And I'll tell you, the great thing about doing pull-ups on the Total Gym is that everybody can be successful. It's so wonderful to shape that back. It really helps give you a nice tailored look to your upper body and really trims your waistline in.
Right, and I definitely recommend this exercise for women. Women, a strong back looks fantastic. Plus, it's a big muscle, and if you're interested in getting big calories off your body, you want to include your back work. Now, the next exercise goes back to the legs.
So you notice we just pop up from that one. Go ahead and again, move that glide board all the way up to the top. Grab onto that wing attachment, sitting up at the top, turning those feet out so that the heel comes between the gap. I bring my heels right on in, and then I just stay seated for two different types of leg curls.
Right, and what you're going to appreciate about this leg exercise, it not only works the legs, but it works the abs, especially in this position. If you find this exercise too challenging, you may want to hang on with your hands on your thighs or on the bench itself. Or you may want to try this exercise lying down. There's less ab activation in this position, but again, whatever feels most comfortable to you is the position you should choose.
Yeah, and this is just, again, a great leg exercise for the back of the legs, which really helps to shape those glutes too, or those buns. So we really want to work that part of our body. And just make sure when you're doing this exercise that you just maintain nice posture and pull right on up and take it right back down with slow, controlled movement.
Right, matter of fact, this is one of my favorite lower body exercises. The next group of exercises on your starter program, you'll be removing the wing bar attachment, and you'll be hooking up your cables. So all you need to do is hook it up underneath the bench, and you're ready to go. Now,
Wonderful.
the first exercise, work in the back again, and notice I'm going to cross my cables.
Yeah, so as she crosses those cables, she goes right into a cross cable row. And this is such a great exercise for the upper back. So we've got those pull-ups for the back that work down the lengthwise. Now we're really hitting the middle and upper part of that back with such beautiful arm movement. And then it's so easy. All we'll do is put our feet back down onto the ground and reposition those handles so we're nice and steady, turn our palms up, and we're ready to go with a bicep curl. And on this bicep curl, she's just bringing that right upper arm, keeping those elbows low, the chest lifted. And again, great bicep exercise, but also a great core exercise.
It really is. Again, those two upper body exercises are a must if you want to see some great results on your Total Gym program.
Now for the next exercise, we recommend lowering it. This is a pretty tough exercise, so I just go ahead and pull out my safety hitch pin and then grab onto my rail, pull out the latch, as you know, and lower it down. We'll come down just a level, and then I go ahead and stick that safety hitch pin right back in, and we're gonna go right into the outer hip and thigh.
Right, and this, matter of fact, is the reason why I got my own Total Gym over 12 years ago.
Wow. So you'll notice she just put her feet right onto that cable, and she's just pushing her legs out. Great exercise for the outsides of those thighs, that area that we all wanna really hit. But again, here's the big thing. Look at her posture, sitting up nice and tall, really using those ab muscles, those oblique muscles, the ones on the side, and her back muscles to have good posture as she works the outside of those thighs.
Right, really, Rob,
Wonderful.
whenever we're using the cables, our abs are engaged.
Absolutely. And now the next exercise, which is one of the favorite exercises for anybody who plays tennis, golf, or just really wants to have a beautiful, trim midline.
That would be me.
You can take the handles and you have a couple of choices. I'm actually going to do this with just one handle. You can use one or both handles. Both handles will be more difficult. I'm going to step over my glide board, or I could have walked around the tower. Just have a seat at the top. I take both hands to move my arms, but to move my torso, and just twist my body right around with that nice oblique twist.
Right, when I'm doing this exercise, I think of keeping my buttock cheeks weighted equally on the bench. So that helps me to stabilize. But this is a fantastic exercise to really help tighten up the abdominal wall. And again, you have to do this exercise not only facing one way, but also facing the other. And to do that, Rob's simply going to just switch out his cables. But we want to note that if you use both handles at the same time, both cables, this is a much more challenging way to do the exercise.
Right, this almost doubles the amount of resistance or intensity to that same exercise. The thing that I like to recommend when you're doing this exercise is if you use the front handle one day, the next time that you work out, use the back handle, because you get a different benefit by using different handles.
Right.
Want to go straight into the chest press?
Let's do it.
All right, so again, this next exercise, we're going to sit at the top. The handles are just underneath the arm, so you notice how she has her handles underneath her arm, and then she's going to press those hands straight out in front of her. Now Rosalie is, again, like she talked about with the cable, sitting with beautiful posture, and she can take her arms directly out in front of her shoulders, bring them in a little bit, or take them wide. All just different variations of that nice chest
Right,
press.
so you could do a narrow press, you could do more of a medium press, or you could do a wide press. So there's just so much variety with your Total Gym program.
Beautiful, and then straight from there, we're going to actually lie down onto our Total Gym. So you'll notice we just slide down. Again, now we want to be low down on that glide board. Arms come back overhead, and we're going to do the arm pullover. This is a great exercise for that back muscles. Also, really focusing on a lot of different muscles working here. And if we want to just add on to this, all we could do is add a crunch into this. So you'll notice as she pulls her arms over, she also brings up her head and chest, taking this great exercise and giving us even more of an abdominal crunch into it too. It's just a wonderful exercise.
And if you want to advance this move, you can take it here right into your full sit-up. So that's an option you can do as well.
Yeah, beautiful. And then, again, one of the things that I love about working on my Total Gym is how easy it is to transition from exercise to exercise. Keep the flow going, keep your heart rate up while you're working out. So what we'll do next is go straight into a tricep extension. So just going to bring our elbows down by the rib cage, palms facing toward the thighs, and pressing straight down toward the thighs as she really squeezes the back of the arms. And we all know that's a trouble area that we want to focus on. So this is a great exercise to really hit those triceps.
It really is. It's a great exercise for men. It's a great exercise for women. And if you want to add a little bit of an abdominal challenge, lift your feet off the bench.
Yeah, every time you take those legs off the bench, you're going to really feel that in those abs. So great, let's go ahead and come out of that position and show you just a couple more exercises to finish our starter program. Now again, this is that basic program that should get you comfortable with your Total Gym. You've got a lot of different programs that came with your Total Gym, a lot of different workouts, but this workout particularly is one of our favorite workouts to get us started and get you comfortable with the Total Gym.
Right.
So Rosalie's going to demonstrate how to put your wing attachment on the bottom.
Make sure that the wings are facing down, and you'll notice I'm sitting on the bench and I'm pushing the bench away, so this gives me a clear sight so I can just slide those pins in. The first exercise I'm going to do works the shoulders fabulously. Again, I'm going to put my chest right at the end of the bench and my hand grip is wide.
Now you'll notice as she presses her body away, she's keeping her neck, keeping her entire body in a nice neutral, beautiful alignment position. She's coming down and then just pressing away from that wing attachment, keeping her chest lightly on the glide board.
Right, and to get into the next exercise, it's so simple to work your core. You're going to tuck your knees in right to the end of the bench. Make sure your shoulders line up with your hands, and you're just going to gently press away with your buttocks, and then you're going to tuck in with your abs.
And so this is called the core extension, and you'll notice, I mean, look at how much she's working with that core, using that core as what it's really designed for, as a stabilizer to our body. Beautiful exercise for the core.
And if you want to advance the move, simply come up onto your toes and just let your knees hover over your bench. So if you're more advanced, you can go ahead and give that a try.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, so those are the exercises that we'll be doing in the work-along workout. So now that you're comfortable with each one, you ready to do the workout?
I'm ready to work out.
Me too.
All
Let's
right.
go. All right, now that you're familiar with each of the exercises in our starter program, let's do the workout.
Yes, and it's going to be a circuit training workout, which means Rob and I are going to take you from exercise to exercise with a minimal rest period in between. We really want you to maximize the results on this program. We're going to aim for 15 reps on each exercise. Now to get started, make sure you've got your squat stand on, as well as your wing bar attachment.
That's right. Now remember, our goal is 15. If you can do 15 easily, you need to move up. On the other hand, if you find yourself struggling around 10, 12, then go down if you want, or stop there and keep working until you're ready to move up.
Right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's start with squats.
All right, excellent. So if you remember, we're down at the bottom of that glide board. Our feet are up toward the top. You ready?
Ready.
Let's go ahead and just press up, and let's get started. Coming down and pressing up. Driving up through your heels, extending your legs without locking your knees, and coming right on back.
Right, I always like to actually try and keep my toes very light when I'm doing the squat. So really drive through with your heels. But again, as Rob said, be nice to your knees.
That's it. Now we've got 7 more here, and then we're going to go to a one-leg squat. When you're doing these bilateral squats, we think of this as more as a warm-up exercise, these two-legged squats. Let's just do 3 more. Last 2. Now on this one, go ahead and take one leg up, and you can either put it on the edge of your glide board, or when we're doing our one-leg squat, you can put it up in the air, whichever is more comfortable for you, and then squatting down and pressing through your heel to extend that leg.
Right, this is a great exercise that works the top of the thigh, that works the hamstrings, and it even works the buttocks. So it's really an exercise that should be part of your regular exercise regime.
That's right. Now this is our last 6. Really focus on keeping the knee right down the middle of the foot, keeping your tailbone lightly into that glide board, and then pressing all the way up. Last 2.
One more.
Last
and
one.
Switch
and
it out.
switch legs, and then just keep on going. Now you remember Rosalie was saying that we want to keep our heart rate up the best that we can too. So we're going to just flow from one exercise to the next. If this is your first time, you might find that you prefer to stop and then start the next exercise. Remember, our goal is 12 to 15 reps. And if you're doing them great, then move up.
Right, and again, it's so easy to move up the bench, and we'll be showing you that later on in the workout. And again, with the single leg squat, you really want to press through with your heel.
Exactly. Now we've just got 3 more on this side to even things out. Make sure you stay even, and then we'll go ahead and press back up and go ahead and come on up. We're going to step up, putting your feet down to stabilize and lower that glide board. Step off to the side and just turn your body around.
All right, we're going to work the upper body now. We're going to do our lat pull. So pull your body up, slowly release down. Are you ready, Rob?
Ready.
Here we go. Make sure you squeeze your shoulder blades at the top of every single movement, and try to keep your head in a neutral position as you pull up and down. So really visualize your shoulder blades coming together at the top. Give it a nice squeeze. You want to keep the pace going, but you want to do that slight pause at the top and at the bottom of each move to maximize the movement.
Excellent. So we're coming up to our last 5 repetitions. You want to really put your elbows down, right down into your rib cage, and squeeze your body up. Last couple, right?
Right, 2 more.
And all the way up to the top.
Last
Excellent.
one.
And then get a nice stretch as you come down. Another great thing about working on the Total Gym is that you work through a full range of motion, stretching at the end of every rep, making sure that you can get that nice feeling in your muscles of just length.
All right, now we're going to work our legs again. So we're sliding our feet through the wing bar attachment. I'll lie down, you go ahead and sit up.
All right, excellent.
And let's start to pull through. This is such a fantastic exercise for the leg. You feel it not only in the quadriceps, but also the hamstrings, the back of the leg. And I'm also feeling a little bit of calf activation as well.
Beautiful. And you notice with me sitting up here, I'm going to really have to engage my core, making sure that I think about my posture as well as using those hamstrings. Now, we have Rosalie lying down on her glide board, still aware of her posture. Last 3.
All right, I'm feeling it.
Good.
2, 1 more.
Beautiful. Now we're going to go ahead and take our feet out of our wing attachment and take the wing attachment off and hook our cable up.
Right, and hooking up the cables, again, it makes it a little bit easier if you slide your bench up so that you can actually see where the hole goes right onto your hook.
Now, as we're getting our Total Gym hooked up for our cross cable row, I want you just to make sure that if you feel like you need to adjust it for this next exercise, you do that. Now, before we load our body on, you'll notice that we always put our hands down first, fixing that glide board into single position. We sit down, we cross those cables, and we are ready to go for our cross cable row. This is a great upper back exercise, just pulling up through the mid back, keeping our wrists straight and strong, sitting up nice and tall, really engaging the core as well.
I really love this exercise because it encompasses that nice stretch as you cross the cables. But again, really keep those shoulders relaxed as you pull through. Visualize your neck staying nice and long.
Yes, and again, you really want to think about pulling your arms back, but more than your arms moving back, work from your back first. Have your back, squeeze your arms back with that beautiful posture and really getting into this great exercise.
One more, Rob.
All right, last
Fantastic.
one, squeeze it, hold for a sec. Beautiful, and lengthen those
great.
arms out. You can put your feet down if you want, separate those handles, and we're ready for our bicep curls.
Love this exercise as well. As you curl up, try to keep your elbows in the exact same spot with every single curl. And again, notice the role that your abdominals play, keeping your body in that nice upright position, because you're not only working your arms, but you're working your abs as well.
That's right, and again, we've got that straight, strong wrist as we do this exercise, and we've got a long neck, so we're not lifting our shoulders up by our ears, but we're staying long through our entire back.
Right, and we're trying to pause at the top and at the bottom of each and every rep to maximize the muscle use.
Excellent, these are our last 3 reps, so let's focus on that bicep and get just a couple more excellent ones. Last one, all the way up and all the way down.
Great.
Beautiful.
Now for this next exercise, we're going to take the height of the bench down. So remember, when doing that, you want to release your safety pin, slide it down a level, and then put your safety pin back.
Now you'll notice that Rosalie and I, for a lot of exercises, work at the same level. For some exercises like this one, I'm actually going to go down a level lower than Rosalie is, and then I'll pull it back up. But even though it looks like we're working at the same level, the intensity is different for each one of us because we weigh a different amount.
That's an excellent point to make, Rob. The total gym is based on a percentage of your body weight. Ready?
Ready.
So just press and hold, and press and hold, and press and hold. Now you'll also notice not only are the outer hip and thigh being engaged, but again, those abs are being engaged with every single press.
That's right, and on this one, think about keeping your toes straight up or parallel so that they're in the same level as your support tower as you squeeze your legs out nice and wide, really coming into that outer hip and thigh area, squeezing and then coming back with control. These are our last 2 repetitions right here, so strong out, in with control, out, and right back in. Excellent job. Now our next series is the oblique twist. I'm going to go ahead and bring mine up 1 level, and then you'll notice that Rosalie's got both of the handles together for her. Now, I'm going to take just 1 handle. That's another way to decrease the intensity. With 1 handle, I'm working with a little bit less load than I would be with both handles.
Right, now make sure your buttock cheeks are weighted equally, that your feet are forward, and twist across and give me a slight hold. So pull across. And the way you can make this exercise easier is by bending your arms more, or more challenging by lengthening your arms out in front.
That's right. So you'll notice if I take my arms out real long, it's a little harder to control. Another thing you want to keep in mind is if you're going to work with just one of the cables, that if today I work with the front one, next workout I'll take the back handle and work with that one as I squeeze across with my obliques. This is such a great exercise for all of your court sports like tennis, also if you play golf, but it's also just a great exercise to shape that waistline.
And you know, that's the #1 question us trainers get, is what's a
Excellent
better
job.
way to work my abs?
Ready to transition to the other side?
Definitely.
All right, if you did 1 handle, then go ahead and switch handles. Now, every workout you can do sometimes the front handle and sometimes the back, because you get a little different work in your obliques depending on which handle you grab.
And again, don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Remember, with each of the exercises, you should try and fatigue your muscles. So the last few reps should be very challenging for you to complete. If it's too easy, raise the height of your bench. But if you find this too challenging, lower it.
Last 5 right here, sitting up nice and tall, eyes focused on your hands, rotating your entire torso, and just really feel yourself wrap around. Is this the last one? Coming around Oh, great job. Now we're going to transition to our chest press. I'm going to go ahead and stand up and grab my other handle. You'll notice that Rosalie is just turning her body around. I take both handles, walk back and have a seat at the top of the glide board and get into position. You ready to go?
Now, if you ever feel like you're short on the total gym or your range of motion is not where it should be, you just need to adjust your body. With most exercises, you're either sitting at one end of the bench or the other. Now, with your chest exercise, feel free to change your width. You can go for a narrow press, a medium press, or even a wide press to challenge the muscles differently.
That's right, and you can even press down a little lower or press up a little higher. Each changing the angle and making the way you feel that muscle work a little different with each repetition. How many more you think?
3.
All right.
I'm keeping track.
Good.
And
Last 2.
more.
And squeeze your chest. Let's hold this one. Hold. Squeeze your chest. Beautiful. And then bring your arms down and your feet down. You can stretch back for a sec if you want.
Great
and then
idea.
just go ahead and transition, sliding down to the bottom of your glide board, and then roll back onto your glide board. Bring your hands up. Remember, now it's time to support your body weight, so bring those feet up and stretch your arms right on overhead. We're ready for the pullover.
I'm ready. Now I want to remind the women out there, or the gentlemen that have extra long hair, to make sure your ponytail or your hair is tucked in when you're doing this exercise.
That's right, and you'll notice we're having long arms. If you find this difficult, you can either lower the level or you can bend your elbow a little bit, and that'll make that exercise a little bit easier. And just squeeze all the way to the tops of your thighs and come right back with control. One of the things that's really important on this exercise is that you don't feel any pain or tightness in your shoulder. So as your arms go back, it should feel smooth and good. If it starts to feel tight, don't go back any further.
Right, what people need to remember is the exercises stay the same with the total gym, but it's the level of the bench that changes. As you advance, the bench goes higher.
That's right.
All right, we got 3 more overhead pulls left.
Right, now as you're pulling your arms over, really focus on not pulling your back away from that glide board. Nice posture, lift up and over, and down and back. And then we're gonna go right into a pullover crunch.
Right, here we go, lift and press and hold. Great job. So you're gonna pull over, reach past your knees, slight hold to really activate that abdominal wall. Press and hold, great job. I know you really wanna work your abs, so really focus on this exercise. There's actually studies that show that when you actually think about the muscle you're working, you can actually activate more of the muscle fibers. Now, Rob's gone ahead and made the exercise more advanced by lifting your feet off the bench, so you can go ahead and try that as well. With the Total Gym, there's so many great ways that you can make an exercise easier or more challenging by lifting the legs, using one leg, or using both legs. Rob, we've got 3 more left, and hold for 3, and 2, just 1 more crunch, hold this one. Great job. Place your feet back on the bench, relax your head, bend at the elbows, and we're gonna go right into tricep extensions.
Excellent. Now you'll notice here on the tricep extension, we have our elbows down by our sides. You have a lot of choices here. You can keep your elbows by your side. You can actually lift them up a little bit. You can even turn your palms in toward your body. The most important thing is wherever you set your elbows, you keep them there the entire time and squeeze that tricep in the back of your arm.
Right, and if you're an abdominal freak like I am, you want to work those abs as often as you want, you can also lift your feet off the bench, and this will give your abdominals a challenge as well as your triceps.
That's right. Now we've got 5 more here. It's great exercise for shaping the back of that arm, and we all want to make sure the back of our arms look nice toned. So let's do 3 more, real beautiful.
Squeeze the back of the arm on that extension. 1 more.
Excellent job, good. Now go ahead and bring your hands down by your hips. We'll just use our legs and just pop right on up, sitting up. Then we're gonna just stand up and walk back. Let our glide board just close down at the bottom. Set those handles down and detach the pulley from the top of the glide board by sliding the glide board up. And then just removing that. We set the pulley down, we'll grab our wing attachment and set it down to the bottom of our Total Gym.
Right, you need to remove the squat stand to do that. And you can place that underneath your Total Gym to keep it out of the way. And then the easiest way to attach your wing bar is actually to sit on the bench and slide it away as you place the wing bar into the hole. Once you've got that set up, you want to place your chest on the end of your bench, hands on the very end of your wing bar attachment, and gently press your body up to work your shoulders.
Excellent. So we're just going to go ahead and work our shoulders here. And remember, for any exercise,
you feel like you want more intensity, just move up. But real important here, you squeeze your elbows toward one another as you press away from that wing attachment. Keep your head down, nice neutral spine.
Right, and we've only got 9 more left of this exercise.
Only 9 more.
Only 9 more.
But with each rep, there's 1 less. So let's do great ones here, squeezing away, and then coming down with slow control. And really feeling that nice neutral posture as we drive away from the wing attachment and control our body back into it.
We got 2 more.
Beautiful.
And 1 more. Now to
Excellent.
get into this next exercise, it's quite simple. All you have to do is lift your chest up and place your knees near the end of the bench. As you do that, make sure your hand and your shoulder line are in one straight line, and then you're going to gently press your knees away, and then you're going to tuck your knees in. So you're going to push away with the knee and then tuck them in. And if you want to make this even more challenging, I'm going to come up onto my toes, and this advances the movement.
Now this is a great exercise, really using the core for what it was designed for, as our body's armor. This will really help you have better posture and really assist in just having your body support itself with those strong core muscles.
Right, we got 7 more reps of this, and feel free to combine these 2 moves. If you find this advanced move too challenging, or you can only do a few reps, go back into the beginner move. Ready
Excellent.
for 4 more.
All right, and keep in mind as you're doing this exercise that you want to exhale and really breathe as you're pushing your glide board away, and then inhale as it
Last
comes
one.
back in. All right. Ah,
Great job.
great job. So those are the exercises for the starter program. We're going to
Right.
go ahead and stretch out a little bit by taking our pulley and attaching it to the glide board so we can have a nice gravity-assisted stretch here that feels so good. And the really nice thing about working with the Total Gym, though, is with each exercise, you're getting a nice stretch as you're strengthening your body.
Right, and with your stretch, you want to place your buttock near the end of the board so you can extend your legs fully. And then you're just going to slowly let the cables pull your body, leading your chest towards your thighs.
And now you can just feel your body melt into that stretch. Exhale a little bit, releasing from the hamstrings and the back. Feels so good, doesn't it?
It's one of my favorite stretches because I really feel my calves, my hamstrings, my back, and even in through my shoulder areas getting a great stretch. And you can actually feel your flexibility increasing. And your goal is to at least try and reach for those toes.
Yeah, and just be here for like 30 seconds if you can, or up to a minute, and really let your body release into that stretch. And now, as we just finish our stretch, oh, it feels so good. I just want you to know that this is just the starter program, but don't think of it as only a starter program. This can last you for as long as you want, because as you get stronger, you're going to keep moving yourself up. And this is just one of many ways to work out on your Total Gym.
Right, the Total Gym will truly grow with you. The stronger you want to get, it'll be there for you. Great workout, Rob.
Great workout. Well, thanks for working out with us. We look forward to working out with you a lot more, so great job.
Well, there you have the Total Gym. Use it and you'll love it.
The exercises we've shared with you are the same ones that we use every day.
They're simple, easy, and you're going to love the way you look.
You want more energy? You'll find it here.
You want to attack those problem areas like your buns or abs or thighs? You can do that here.
You took the first step when you invited us into your home.
And you took the second step by letting us help you start using your Total Gym.
How far you go is completely up to you.
Even though all the exercise benefits that you want are here with your Total Gym, you will see tremendous benefit in as little as 3 or 4 times a week.
And your workouts can be as short as 10 or 15 minutes each.
That's hardly any time at all for a lifetime of better health.
Come back to those training sessions as often as you need. We're here to help.
And when you're ready for additional workouts or other workout ideas, you'll find those also included with your Total Gym.
So good luck and great exercise.
And we'll see you on your Total Gym. Your leg pulley attachment comes with 2 ankle cuffs, a D-ring, a pulley, and a rope. You want to put the D-ring through the pulley and then attach the D-ring to the hook at the top here. And when you're hooking it up, make sure that the circle attachment is at the bottom and the clip is at the top. Then you're going to attach the circle right to your gliding bench. Just going to let that sit aside as we attach your ankle cuff. Now I've already put one on. The thinnest part of the band goes underneath your heel with the rings facing out. Then you're going to wrap the cuff around, and you'll notice there's an opening on one side. That's going to go on top, and the ring's going to come right through, and then just press the Velcro into place so it should be nice and snug on your ankle. Then you're going to grab your pulley attachment, and you're going to attach it to one of the rings. I'm going to attach it to the back ring. From there, I'm going to lie down and do my first exercise, which is a really nice exercise for the hamstring. So I'm just going to extend my leg up and gently press down. So this is an awesome exercise for the back of the leg. Another exercise that you can do with your leg pulley attachment is work the inner thigh. To do that, you just need to rotate your body forward and come onto your side. And now you've got a great inner and outer thigh exercise. So pull down, and it really works the inner thigh nicely. Great. The last exercise that you can perform with your leg pulley attachment, you're going to place your abdominals down on your bench, so rotate around, and now you've got a great exercise for your hamstring. So a nice exercise for the back of the leg. And these are the 3 exercises that you can do with your leg pulley attachment. Your Pilates kit comes with your Pilates tow bar and your rope extension. The tow bar goes at the end of your unit, and there's 2 holes right here that it just slides right into. And then your rope extension hooks onto your leg pulley attachment. Now it hooks onto the circle attachment. So just go ahead and hook it onto the circle attachment. And then you now have an attachment for both cuffs so that you can work both legs at the same time. So it just hooks right onto one cuff and right onto the other. And you're ready to start your Pilates program, either using the leg pulley or using your tow bar. And make sure you check out the Pilates program for all the great exercises. The weight bar is an accessory that all the guys love. It can help you add more weight to your traditional total gym workout. I've already slid my bar through, and it just goes right through the hole. And you can use the weights that you have at home. Any standard size weights will slide on. So at the highest level, you big guys, it'll give you that great challenge, but also it gives you more variety between each and every level. So it's great for men and women. The dip bars are a great accessory if you want to work your triceps. How you attach your dip bars is there's 2 holes along the side, about halfway up your total gym bench. You just slide it through and again place your pin in. Same thing on the other side. They're actually parallel to each other. So you just find the hole and slip the pin through. Your tricep exercise, place your bottom on the bench, feet on the bench, and then you're just going to press up to a full arm extension and then slowly come down. Press up, squeeze the back of your arms, and then slowly come down. This is a fantastic exercise to tone your arms. Here are your press-up bars. They can be used for great shoulder exercises and a great core exercise. All you need to do is take the pin, slide them into place, one side and then the other, and then you're ready for your exercises. Place your chest down at the end of the bench, and you've got a great press-up exercise. And then the other exercise I like to do with my press-up bars works the abdominals and the buttock as you push away and tuck in, and push away and tuck in, and push away. If you want to advance the move, just bring it up onto your toes. If you're looking for some great cardio activity, you've got to do the cyclotrainer. To attach it is so simple. You just do the bottom crossbar, place it on top, and you're good to go. Ready to get that heart rate up. For more information or to order any of the Total Gym accessories, call the toll-free number listed in your owner's manual or visit our website at TotalGymCatalog.com.
The Total Gym is one of the most respected and effective pieces of fitness equipment in the world.
And now, with the simple addition of a revolutionary new fitness component, the best gets even better.
The Total Gym Cyclotrainer gives you an awesome way to burn calories, tone muscles, and enhance your cardio workouts.
For years, the Total Gym has helped millions of people look and feel better.
By adding the Cyclotrainer to your Total Gym, an already effective workout becomes unbelievable.
For more information or to order, call the toll-free number listed in your owner's manual.
Or visit our website at TotalGymCatalog.com.
The number one complaint I get from many of my clients is they don't like to bike is because they don't like that seat.
Right.
And the Total Gym has totally taken care of that aspect.
Absolutely. You're in just this nice, comfortable position. You'll notice, again, that she's never locking her knees out. She's rolling through a nice, even revolution on that cycle and just really keeping it in a nice, soft position. So we've got about 30 seconds to go. Like I said, you are welcome to stay in the position where the glide board is down. But what we're going to do in a few seconds is lift that glide board away. And when we do that, we're going to go for about 30 to 45 seconds. Maybe at first you won't be able to last that long, but you last as long as you can, up to 45 seconds with that glide board up away from the base. You ready to do it?
Let's go.
All right, here we go. So you'll notice Rosalie pulled the glide board off of the bottom. She's hovering, so there's constant tension on the muscles the entire time. There's no rest phase. If you start to fatigue in your muscles, I want you to lower or bring that glide board back down, but keep on pedaling for the full time with us. We've got 30 seconds to go if we're going to stay there for the full time. You got it?
It definitely feels more like a sprint now. I'm really challenging, like interval training.
Excellent. That's exactly the idea here. We've got this great circuit set up for you. We're going to go for about 15 more seconds. Keep on pedaling. You've got your counter right there. Our goal was about 45 seconds here. You just keep on going, getting that nice, fluid, easy, consistent pace, and then we're going to go right into our first strength series. Keep going. Looking good. You too. Keep it up. Count down with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's go ahead and transition out of there by sitting up, bringing our feet out of the pedals. We're going to come back. You'll notice that I already have the pulley attached, so all we need to do is grab our handles, and we're going to lie down on that glide board. We lie down. We want to keep this moving quickly. We want to keep the heart rate up. We get right into position. And the first thing we're going to do is just do a pull-over. Now, since we're starting, I want you to do it with a soft elbow, just keeping that lever a little bit or the arm a little bit shorter so you just feel nice and comfortable there. And that looks excellent. You'll notice as she goes through these that her back's not pulling away. If you want to intensify it, you can lift your arms up. And remember, you are always welcome to lower the level between the series. So you're around 3 or 4 while you're pedaling, and then when you go to your strength, you go ahead and lower it down. How many is that so far?
That's 8.
8, excellent. Our goal is somewhere between about 12 and 15. Keep it flowing, keep it moving, working strong all the way through. That's looking great. Notice how she moved her hair to make sure her hair is away from any of the moving parts. How many more?
3.
Okay, 3 more. Keep going strong. Now after this next one, we're just gonna add a crunch right on into this exercise. So let's do 1 more, and then on the next one, she just comes up with that crunch. So you'll notice that her head and shoulders are coming up, even thinking about lifting the shoulder blades off of the glide board and coming to the top of her knees. That's beautiful. A nice even pace, coming up, working down slowly, keeping the tension on the abdomen. This is such a great ab exercise. How's that feel?
Fantastic. I love this exercise.
You are looking so good as you do this, and you'll notice how she's reaching up. Now, if you want to intensify it, maybe not yet, but if you want to, know that you could lift your feet up off the glide board like Rosalie's done right there. Makes it a lot more difficult. You could just lift 1 leg up. Keep on going. That's excellent. How many more?
3 more.
All right. Beautiful.
1 more.
1 more, squeezing all the way up, crunching down. and then go ahead and lengthen back, take a little stretch for a second, and now bring your elbows down along the side of your body, and we'll go straight into that tricep extension, just flowing from exercise to exercise. One of the things I really love about working out on my Total Gym is that I'm able to stretch as I work out. So you can notice how we go to the lengthened position, but still focus on having great form. How are your triceps feeling, Rosalie?
This is a nice level for triceps.
Beautiful. Now you'll notice that she's keeping her elbows in a constant position so they're not going all over the place, and then she's really squeezing down through those triceps. That's beautiful. You really want to control it. Now remember, if you're doing the cyclotrainer on one level and you decide that you want to make it a little lower for your strength exercises, that's fine, because quality instead of quantity. How many are you at?
3 more.
Okay, come on, go,
Comes
go,
3.
go. Last 2, stay strong. We're almost back to our next cyclotrainer circuit.
Yeah.
All right, great. Go ahead and sit up. We're going to just return the handles back to the down position, come right on back to that bike, and our goal is another 45 seconds. As soon as you can, lift the glide board up away from the base, and are you ready? Let's go. 45 seconds. We really want to focus on just keeping a nice even pedal stroke and working hard. As soon as you're comfortable, you can put your head down and just keep that pedal going round and round. How's that feel?
It's fantastic. I love this way of training. It's so efficient and effective.
Oh, that is excellent. Now, we're gonna get this last 30 seconds here, so I want you to really focus. You notice that your muscles might start to feel the burn. If you can stay there, then you go ahead, but if it starts to feel like any pain or just uncomfortable, lower that back down into the bottom position and keep pedaling. How you doing?
Great.
All right, last few seconds. Excellent job. Let's go ahead and stop pedaling and come right back up. Rosalie's gonna take the handles again, and we're gonna go straight into a chest press. So our next exercise is the chest press. If you remember, that's seated at the top, facing forward, and then you're gonna bring your feet up onto the glide board, sit up nice and tall, and press straight ahead. You'll notice that Rosalie's posture is